With our gathering today, we celebrate a new beginning and join in a time-honored Westminster College tradition. Out of respect for this tradition, we ask that all cell phones be placed on silent. I declare the 2018 New Student Convocation open. Everyone, please remove your hats. Now please remain standing for the invocation and the playing of our national anthem.
Please pause with me for a moment of reverence. O Holy One, we know you by many names, and we each enrich this place with our own understanding of what is sacred, what is true, and what it is that motivates us to live meaningful lives. This afternoon, we pause in the midst of this day of transitions to give thanks for all that has brought us to this present moment, for all the beginnings and endings, the joys and fears, the successes and failures, the possibilities and challenges that the start of a new year at Westminster brings. We may not know exactly what the years ahead will hold, but we do know that we will be transformed by the people we meet, the classes we take, and the activities in which we participate. Each step of the way, O Holy One, help us make our individual successes truly significant through our service to make the world a better place for our having been in it. Bless this day, bless all those gathered here, and bless the coming year. In the name of all that is holy, all that is good. Amen.
You may now put your caps back on and be seated. You hear the groaning back there. I think it's going to be all right, folks. Feels good, doesn't it? Okay. Well, good afternoon. I am Fletch Lampkin, the president of Westminster College, and on behalf of the entire Westminster community, I am pleased to be the first in the Westminster family to say welcome. We're happy you're joining us, students, parents, and families. It's a special place, and we're glad to have you. We are so glad to see you here today. And let me congratulate each one of you for choosing wisely. Westminster has a rich tradition of producing the best and brightest minds worldwide. We have produced Army and Air Force generals, doctors, lawyers, political leaders, award-winning authors, Supreme Court justices, opera singers, inventors, university chancellors, and a host of other influential people who walked through the exact same columns that you did this afternoon. Since 1851, this uncommon academic community has prepared individual student after individual student to become what he or she only can be. and to discover their distinct talents and to reveal their unique insights. Westminster will provide the intensive focus and clarity that you need to take ownership of your future. You will find the power in your purpose in this community, and you will be emboldened to share it with the world as leaders of tomorrow. I encourage each of you to take advantage of all that Westminster has to offer. Enjoy cheering, celebrating, and participating on our athletic teams. Take advantage and participate in our intramural activities. Find a club, organization that fits your personality. Westminster has over 50 such clubs on campus. Become involved in student government. Make your voice heard. I'll listen. Make a new friend of a different culture, race, and ethnicity on campus. Explore becoming a member of a Greek fraternity or sorority. All of these terrific opportunities are yours for the taking if you're willing to get involved in this opportunity-rich community. You can make it, these 4 years, one of the best times of your life. And all of us here are ready and willing to assist you in all of your endeavors to help you maximize your Westminster experience. Well, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Take the time to develop a strong sense of personal responsibility. Maintain a healthy lifestyle and get plenty of rest. Make fully informed decisions and do the work. Personal responsibility. Here's another bit of advice. Do not let college get you down. Yes, college is a serious endeavor, and there are challenges, and it will require your direct and full attention, and you will definitely grow and be stretched academically and in other areas while you're here. But most importantly, you will grow personally, and you will find yourself here. You'll discover your passions. You will have both good times and challenges. But most importantly, you will discover that you are Westminster and Westminster is you. So study hard, meet new people, have fun, and grow into the person that you were meant to become. So at this time, I would like to introduce you to the other members of the platform party. Some of them will play a key role in making your Westminster experience a life-changing and important part of your lives. First, on the front row to my left is today's new student convocation speaker, Bethany Moran, from class of 1997. Behind her on the second row, starting to my immediate left, is our college chaplain, whom you've heard from, Kiva Nice Webb. And on her left is our Vice President of Enrollment Services, Ted Kulabiak. See, Westminster has its own Coach K. And finally, on my far left is our Student Body President, Lydia Creech. And at this time, I would like to call on Ted Kulabiak to present the new class. Ted, I'll let you find that.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Lampkin. Good afternoon. On behalf of Westminster College students, faculty, and staff, I have the unique honor and privilege of presenting the 167th entering class to the Westminster community. This incoming group of 210 young women and men exemplify the core of Westminster's mission to be critically aware leaders of character, committed to the values of integrity, fairness, respect, and responsibility as they embark upon the journey to discover their own power and purpose. Representing 13 states and 5 countries, these students claim a unique diversity in culture, ethnicity, status, identity, and expression that is paramount to an enriched learning environment. I am pleased to recognize Hannah Fugler from Quincy, Illinois, the student who first made the commitment to be a member of the Westminster class of 2022. I am also pleased to recognize Andrea Marcella from Beira Sofala, Mozambique, the student who traveled the farthest to be a member of the Westminster class of 2022. We are also proud that 16 of our new students have a legacy connection to Westminster, a grandparent, parent, or sibling who attended there previously. Would those legacy students and their families please stand and be recognized? I would also like to recognize the Westminster College admissions team for their efforts in recruiting this outstanding incoming class. At this time, I ask the class of 2022 to please stand. Dr. Lampkin and the greater Westminster community, I am proud to present the 167th entering class of Westminster College.
You may be seated. Our convocation speaker, Bethany Moran, is a member of the graduating class of 1997. While she was a student, she was extremely active in student government and Greek life and her sorority, Kappa Alpha Theta, two areas of campus that we hope that you too will explore. She enjoyed Westminster so much that when she graduated, she took a position with our Enrollment Services Office before leaving us to go to Maryville University to work in a similar role. She also taught there as an online instructor in their MBA program. In 2006, Bethany moved to the Missouri Higher Education Loan Authority, better known as MOHELA, to work in business development. 4 years later, she took her current position as the regional director of the National Research Center for College and University Admissions, a leading provider of data, technology, and programs to help public and private colleges enhance their marketing and recruiting efforts. Bethany is well known at state, regional, and national conferences for her presentations on enrollment and on student trends. As you can see from her background, she has spent her entire professional career working in higher education to help students achieve their goals of obtaining further education. Please join me in giving a warm Blue Jay welcome for the most outstanding Westminster alumni, Bethany Moran.
Thank you, Dr. Lampkin, for the warm introduction. I always love being back on campus, but especially today, as I have seen many old friends, and as you all, the class of 2020, embark on your college career. New students and parents, today I welcome you to Westminster on behalf of all Westminster alumni spread throughout the United States and beyond. I hope move-in went well. I would venture to bet most of you have taken that emergency trip to the Fulton Walmart, or you have one planned. I am sure it was something you intended to pack or have discovered in the past several hours it's something you can't live without. Good luck with the trip. I'm going to be honest with all of you. I have no recollection who spoke at my convocation 25 years ago. So if you don't remember me, it's okay. I do remember the massive thunderstorm that hit Fulton as my class was planning to walk through the columns. We had to postpone that until Sunday morning. However, this event went on. As then President Trayer welcomed us, the lights went out in this very auditorium. Think about sitting around with hundreds of strangers in complete pitch black darkness. What a way I started college. Regardless of what I say today, I think it's a safe bet your convocation's going a lot better than mine. But today I would like to not only welcome you to Westminster, but tell you why I think Westminster is so special and what I hope you will get out of your time here. Like some of you, I grew up in rural Missouri, but in a town twice the size of Fulton. My high school was even bigger than Westminster. However, when I visited in November of my senior year, I knew this is where I wanted to be. Not only where I wanted to be, but where I had to be. I would like to take a few minutes today to explain to you why I believe there is a power in Westminster that you can't find at any other colleges. There is a power in Westminster in the classroom. You will receive a world-class education that will prepare you for whatever life holds for you in whatever career path you choose. As Dr. Lampkin told you, I work in higher education, but I specifically work with admissions professionals. Working with many liberal arts colleges throughout the country, a debate rages over the value of liberal arts. The pundits will tell you students need technical skills, but why do they really need to know about the classics or the philosophy? I disagree. To me, based on my education at Westminster, liberal arts is the ability to communicate and examine a situation, applying critical thinking skills and analysis. I promise you, you will learn this at Westminster. It will set you apart. To succeed in today's world, you must be able to articulate your thoughts. This means that you must not only be able to speak, but you also have to be able to write. And at Westminster, you will be writing in all of your classes. Not only will you be writing papers and essay questions on those great tests you'll be taking in a few weeks, but you'll learn to convey thoughts and opinions, offering insight and knowledge to the subject matter at hand. Westminster develops an intellectual curiosity which will translate into the ability to ask the right questions and understand the complexities of whatever career path you choose. My writing skills, coupled with critical thinking, which were developed at Westminster, have set me apart from the rest throughout my entire career. The small class sizes at Westminster also mean you will be an active participant. You don't have a choice. The interaction with classmates and faculty will develop your ability to think on your feet, articulate your thoughts, and debate a point. The faculty will give you no other choice. They will push you to be your best. So when you're taking classes that you don't think will ever impact your life, think again. They will. Now, let's leave the classroom. When I worked in admissions at Westminster, I always told prospective students, you can learn more outside the classroom due to everything this campus has to offer. You so will. The power of Westminster exists outside the classroom as well. I challenge all of you to get involved in at least 2 activities on campus this year. Go through recruitment, join a club, be active in student government, volunteer. It is so easy to get involved. And believe it or not, I apply principles I learned as my sorority's recruitment chair every day in my job. No, I don't sing songs or make balloon arches. Thankfully, I would get fired. But being organized, delegating projects, working with various personalities, and staying on task are all things I learned to do in this role that benefit my life today. I also have a principle that I live by that I attribute to my involvement at Westminster. I encourage you all to think about it too and potentially adopt it. My motto is, quit hiding behind your computer and meet face to face. What does that really mean? Well, first it means send the email to schedule the meeting. Then go in person. Look the person in the eye and have what may seem like a difficult conversation. Whether you want to meet with the Dean of Student Life to discuss a policy on campus you have feelings about, asking questions about your financial aid, or meeting with your professor about something you may not understand in class, taking the time to move from behind your computer to a face-to-face meeting gives you instant credibility. I promise you it will set you apart from others. I was forced to do this on more than one occasion at Westminster, so it's very natural to me when it isn't natural to others. I attribute this to the campus environment and getting involved in activities on campus. The power of Westminster is also strong in the vast alumni network you will one day be a part of, but you can benefit from while you're a student. I have never met a Westminster alum who wasn't willing to help a current student in some capacity. Whether it's writing a recommendation, helping a student obtain an internship, or offering advice on a city you may be moving to upon graduation, Westminster's vast alumni network is always there for you. It can also help you gain instant credibility. Wherever I go, I always find someone with a connection to Westminster. For example, last winter, I was with my company's executive team in Washington, D.C., where we were meeting with another higher education company. During a break, the other company's chief executive in the meeting asked me where I went to college in Missouri. Of course, I proudly said Westminster. An hour later at lunch, the same guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, I text one of my best friends who's a Westminster alum. He says he's known you for years and you're a great person." Because of this endorsement by the Westminster classmate, I had instant credibility. And this is somebody I probably haven't seen in over 10 years. This isn't the first time it's happened, and it probably won't be the last. The power in Westminster, due to our size and close community, allows this to happen more than probably any of us ever really know, and I think we all take it for granted. So remember, you always have a Westminster alum willing and ready to assist you. All you have to do is ask. And finally, the most important power in Westminster to me are the friends you will make. I can't stress this enough. Your freshman year in college is one of the most transformational years in your life. I am so lucky to have many, many friends from Westminster. My closest friends are those from college. The people you are sitting amongst today may be strangers now, but these relationships will develop in the coming months and will be the ones you count on the most. They will see you at your best, and they will see you at your worst. One word of warning for all of you: don't judge a book by its cover. So the person I consider my dearest friend from college came from Texas, and she wore hats, and she had a nice little Texas accent. And when she walked through the columns, she looked like she was attending the Kentucky Derby, not the column ceremony. This is my best friend. And no, she's not here to hear this. However, we really couldn't be more alike, and I can always count on her in the good times and bad times, or when I need a really good laugh. So you will meet people who are very similar to you, and you'll instantly be friends. And you will meet people who are very different from you, and you may become friends. My advice to you is embrace all these people as a way to expand yourself. College is a new experience, and you are all in it together. Cherish the friends you make at Westminster, because trust me, these people will be with you through the ups and downs life has to offer. Through the 4 powers of Westminster I talked about today, in the classroom, outside the classroom, the alumni network, and through the friendships, I am who I am today. Westminster made me think differently. Westminster made me a leader. Westminster made me a better person. My foundation was built in my hometown of Sykeston. I then found my footing and flourished at Westminster, which has translated into a life of success. So as you embark on your own Westminster story, I hope you find your own power in Westminster. You all have your own unique story to write, but I hope the things I mentioned today will guide you. Westminster continues to shape my life today, thanks to what I learned on campus and the friendships I made. You have to find what the power in Westminster means to you, but I hope it includes many new friends and experiences. This year will be full of challenges, but also a lot of laughs. Enjoy every second of it. My advice to you is study harder than I did my freshman year. Choose your words wisely, show gratitude to others, embrace change, take risk, and most of all, enjoy. Your parents, your extended family, the faculty, the staff, and every Westminster alum is cheering for you to be the very best you. Good luck.
Bethany, thank you for the insightful and inspiring message and thoughts that you shared with our convocation today. I know our new students will find them helpful. I'm going to pay attention to them too, and believe me, I'm going to remember our convocation speaker this day. Members of the class of 2022, your Westminster experience has officially begun. For you boxing fans out there, it's sort of like Michael Buffer saying, let's get ready to rumble. Everybody's ready, everybody's primed. Now's the time to step forward and make the most of this experience. The pace is going to be fast because the opportunities you have ahead of you are many and varied. And before you know it, 4 years will have passed and you will be returning back through the columns, not as a new student, but as a new alumnus. You will be engaged, challenged, and supported all along the way. The educational journey that you are about to take will be one of the most transformational experiences of your life. And if you always guide your actions and decisions by our core values of integrity, fairness, respect, and responsibility, you will be hugely successful. Once again, welcome to Westminster College. And now it's time for a Westminster tradition that accompanies every official ceremony on campus, the singing of the alma mater, which is printed on the back of today's program. I invite you to stand and sing it with our student body president, Lydia Creech, accompanied by our brass quintet. And please remain standing afterward for the benediction.
On the hills of old Missouri, tapestried in green, rise the walls of gray Westminster. Hail, O Mother Queen! Hail, Westminster, alma mater, on thy hilltop throne. Sons and daughters pledge devotion, thine we are, thine own. And now, Westminster community, receive this blessing. May you stay curious, learn from your failures and your successes. May you be guided by compassion and justice in all your relationships. May you never forget that your worth is not dictated by your grades or your paycheck. And may you make time to delight in the simple joys of life. Go in peace.
Please remain in your seats until the platform party and all students and faculty have exited the auditorium. The platform party will proceed first, followed by the faculty and the students. Family members and friends may then exit and rejoin students in front of Champ Auditorium. I would like to remind all parents, other family members, and friends that we are holding a reception with light refreshments outside on Latshaw Plaza. This time provides you with an opportunity for a final goodbye before leaving campus so the members of this class can begin their educational journey. I now declare this convocation closed.